So before we start, just a disclaimer, I'm going to give you 3 good reasons to leave the room right now, if you wish. So the first reason is I want to implement AI in my business because, okay, number 1, my competitor has it. I don't think this is a great motivation for implementing AI. Second one, I want to impress my clients. Nobody is impressed by AI anymore, so not a good reason to implement AI. Third, my manager told me that I have to do that, okay? So these are all 3 not so great reasons for starting with AI. Having said that, what I'm gonna talk to you about is the experience that we got personally in developing 50 AI systems in the last 5 years. Yeah, a lot of that research and development got into patents, and also some of them innovation. Some of those innovation went into AI European Union projects. Okay, so what is this all about? Let's get straight into it. The AI value matrix. This is a tool. Okay, as any other tool, well, you need to learn how to use it, and you need to learn what it can do for you. So this tool helps you finding problems, okay? Not any kind of problem, but the problems that are worth solving with AI. AI is a big beast. You know it very well maybe, because maybe you have already practiced with it. It's not only about discovering and implementing it, it's also about maintaining, troubleshooting it, and so on and so forth. So it's a big investment, and you have a decent return is, well, the only way that matters. So you want to be very selective about the projects that you're going to use AI on. The second tool is the use case builder. So let's suppose that you have now found a problem that is worth solving. Now, how do you bring it to production? How do you bring it into your solutions and services? You use the use case builder. So this is what my talk is going to be about. We're going to hopefully learn how to use these 2 things together. Okay, let's start with the first one. So the first one starts with this pyramid. Okay, very simple. It's all about usefulness. When we talk about usefulness of an AI system, do you have any ideas what this usefulness could mean in practical terms? Do you have any ideas? And please scream, because maybe you have a microphone, maybe not. Any ideas whatsoever? High value, yes? Yeah, get more data, okay. Any other ideas? Yes? Enhanced decision making, fantastic. And these are all acceptable answers. According to my clients, these are plausible answers, but at the end of the day, it's all about the box, okay. How can I make more money for my client with AI? That's it, as simple as that. So there are 3 levels, okay, 3 things that AI can get you. The first one is data. We were saying it before. It is valuable. You can get more. It will get more valuable. It can get you insights, but it can also get you action, okay? And action, as you know, is a proxy for value and for money, okay? Now, if we define the usefulness, okay, and we imagine the space of problems as a 2D, as a square, okay? All the problems of your company are here, all right? So think about this box where you put usefulness in the vertical, and then you put skill on the horizontal, all right? Do you get a picture? I mean, we can use this box to organize the problems of your company in a meaningful way. And I will give you an example. Before I do that, I want to tell you what skill means. Skill is the skill that is required to solve that problem, okay? There are problems that are easy to solve, like for instance, telling if in a picture there is a face or it's a dog, and there are more complex problems, like for instance, guiding a missile. We're all clear about that, right? The interesting thing is that if you start thinking in this way, using these 2 different dimensions, you might discover interesting things. Let's have a look. Any questions? It's clear, right? So let's have a look at, by the way, you can download the tool at this link. So if you take a picture of this QR code, you can then download it. And don't worry, if you don't get it in this one, you can get it in the next one. Okay, let's move on. So let's now get a little bit clearer on what we mean by skill. There are two categories. Human can do, human cannot do, okay? Easy. So if we have this, let's say, dichotomy, which is very important, then we have another decision to make. Do we want action? Do you want data? And you have these beautiful 4 quadrants, 4 regions where your problems can be divided and classified. Now, let me ask you one question. We were saying labeling images, okay? So I give you an image and you have to tell me if in this image there is a cat or a dog. So first of all, is this on the left or on the right? Of a different kind and nature, but it's still something that humans can accomplish, okay? It's tedious, pain in the neck, but if you ask a human, they can do it. Another problem, okay? Driving a car. Oh shit, this is spoiler. Driving a car is something that almost everybody can do, okay? But there's an action associated. I want to move from A to B, all right? And this is an more interesting problem. Okay, let's now talk about micro-emotions detection. Where do you think micro-emotion detection are? Who thinks it's in here? Okay, is it action or data? Data? Okay, so turns out that it's in here. I think you got it. All right, so micro-emotion detection is here. Humans cannot do it unless you're a trained psychologist, right? Final example, anti-aircraft guided missiles. Who thinks is in here? So is there an action or data? So missile navigation. Is it action or data? Action, action. Can you do it? Or, you know, it depends, right? But in general, humans would find it very hard. And there we go. We are here. So this tool already classified these 4 problems in these 4 different areas. Okay? So why do I want you to think about problems about AI in this way? Because if you are creating an AI strategy, the first thing that you want to do is to find problems here, okay, in T1, because are problems that are unsolvable by humans and they generate very high return on your investment, okay? So there's a lot of money if you solve these problems. I will stop 1 second. Do you have any questions? No questions? Okay, let's move on. Summary. You want to cut costs, you stay on the left, okay? You want to solve new problems, you stay on the right, okay? So once you have done this analysis, maybe you consider this beforehand or late. I would do it later, okay? So you just want to understand where you're heading to before you get there, if it makes sense. Final thing. If you want to scale, typically your problems stay on the left. If you want to differentiate your product, you have to look for problems that stay on the right, okay? So this is the first tool that I would like to give you. You can download it there, and yeah, you can start using it.